She said she's Prince Charles's cousin. I was like, I know she is. And welcome back. If you have never been here, I'm Sonai, and I welcome you. Today we're going to be talking about handbags. And you know that I love handbags if you have watched any of my other videos. So let's get into it. These are not your grandmother's evening bags. I have a variety of styles and textures and so forth. And these are ones that I do use when I'm a little more dressy or just want to be more stylish or more jazzy for the day or for the evening. Before we get started, I just want to say a lot of these bags are at a really good price point. In fact, most of them are. Most of the ones that I'm sharing today. My motto here is that you and your beautiful self, you are the luxury. And so you don't have to spend a lot of money to be elegant and luxurious. In proof of that, this bag is from ASOS. I got this, I think 2018 in Las Vegas. And I've really only worn it like once, but it's so pretty and it may remind you of something. I think it reminds you of like that Gucci Bumblebee bag. Remember that one? This bag is really nice. I wish you could feel this like crushed velvet. And it has this beautiful strap. It is just so nice. I love it. I'm going to have to use this bag more because it's really eye-catching and it's kind of special. So it's like a conversation starter. Look at the hardware on that, just nice. Let's get closer on that bumblebee. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I love that. And the butterfly. They did a really good job with this bag. So yeah, my ASOS bag. But we'll just hang that here. Look at this, you guys. Isn't this cute? You never guess. This is actually probably one of the real fur things that I have in my collection. I've had this for many, many years. I don't even think I was married when I got this. It came from Express, and I got it, and it was a really good price. Just something fun to put over a sweater or whatever. Now, you know the bag that Chanel had? They called it like the garbage bag. I love it, the Chanel 22. I like to wear it when I'm just wearing like maybe some black slacks and a blazer or something, and I want to jazz up, just add a little something special. Look at this bag. Hello. Looks familiar. You do not have to spend a lot of money to have to look. This is a new era, and we are not spending $5, $6, $7, $8,000 for bags that we are not using a lot. But yeah, look at that. Really nice. You guys, it is so, this is how I like to wear it. Just, and it has a magnetic closure. This bag is from Amazon. I can't believe that they're making these type of, look at that. And it doesn't even feel like a plastic. And then it has like a little, I don't do anything with this. It just stays in the bottom, a little pouch. I guess you could use it for something, but I don't. But yeah, I just thought this was so pretty. Doesn't have any Chanel logo or anything like that. I don't really like that. I don't wear replicas, but I will have an inspired. And this is just a really fun night on the town type of bag when you want to be casual, dressy. Now this bag is so cutting edge and is so stylish and kind of punk and just really New York cool. And we're talking about, look at that. And it has the detachable. This is detachable. I got this in Nashville probably 15 years ago or so. And I was at a consignment shop and I saw something on a shelf. Look at those studs. Just look at that. Goes really good with this. And I saw it and it was brand new, but the tag said it was $298. It was brand new. So of course I grabbed it. It's really fun. You can just carry it like this. I like these kind of bags. Just kind of sloppy, something stylish. I don't always like to carry it the way that it was advertised. I like to do what I want to do. And then you snap that back. Could have did a little better. But yeah, you get the point. It's just really cool. But yeah, like this. Just add a little something fun to the bag. And this was before all of the handbag accessories were popular. I thought this was pretty cool. Um, but yeah, I love wearing this. It's eye catching. People always ask, "Where'd you get that bag?" Let me take a look at it because it's different. So definitely want to share that. Look at the back. Look at the studs. Just so awesome. Very well made. This leather is just so nice and thick. Like something like this, $300. Just today, I just really, and people, you do what you want. You go into shops, do what you want. If you choose to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on a bag, that is your choice, of course, because everyone knows and that I love Dior, Louis Vuitton. I have MCM. I have spent four figures on those bags, right? But those are special bags that I love. But I am not going to go out and just buy a bag every time a new color comes out, every time a new um a skin, if it's some type of exotic or something. I will not spend $20,000 on a bag. This is a new time, new era that we are living in. And just for me, I just feel it's just not worth the money. I would rather spend that on a fabulous vacation. Okay. And a lot of these bags are just not available anymore, but you can probably search for them. If you screenshot the bags, you may be able to find them. But their bags are always inspired by something, so you can find very similar. Now, nothing says classy elegance like a bag with a chain. Look at that. This is Christian Lacroix, and I've had this for a very long time. Look at that. Just wear it on your shoulder. Very nice. And you open it like such. Just when you don't want to carry, look at that pretty blue interior. When you don't want to carry a lot, you just want something for your phone and a lipstick, you know, and your ID and so forth. This is the type of bag that you want to carry. It's so elegant and so chic, and it could probably be a crossbody. I'm 6'1", so I don't know. Sometimes they fit kind of ill, but you could. But that's not how I wear it. But yeah, you could probably find a bag similar to this. But I really enjoy this bag. It's so pretty and dainty, and it's just I think I've taken this bag to some really chic and special occasions and got lots of compliments. And little did they know I spent less than $50 on it. It's not about the money. It's not about how much something costs or what the brand is. And in fact, Christian Lacroix was very, very big in the 80s. You know, the poof skirt. back in the late 80s, I remember that was Christian Lacroix. He did that in Paris and it was amazing. And so to have one of his bags, and I've had this a long time, I'll never get rid of it. Yeah, it's one of those bags that I just smile when I see it because it's very me. And speaking of the gold chain, there's kind of like a theme, right? I have always loved the Chanel style. I do have a Chanel bag. It's really old. Hold on. The Chanel like shopper, really old. And the straps are really delicate. I just don't use it anymore. I guess I should. But my mother bought this for me in 1996. And I've seen similar or the same bag on Fashion File and some others. But yeah, I just keep it in a bag, just I'm sentimental. And for now, it's just a keepsake. I don't want to ruin it or anything like that. But yeah, 1996, I got this bag and I love it. As we were saying, this bag, I got it from some shop. Look at this. Just so nice. Again, lipstick, phone. Some of the phones are really big today, so I don't know if your phone, a lot of times we just carry our phones in our hands, but this definitely you can do as a crossbody. Yeah, I've got to wear this more, but I really like that. So you see, I love the chains, and a lot of the times I carry my bag like this. This is how I carry them in my hand with the strap just kind of swinging and hanging. To me, that is just so laid back, elegant, but it doesn't have to always be so crisp. Not in my opinion. And I just like to use my bags the way that I want to use them. Okay, so now we are really going to get into the evening bags that are the fun evening bags. And the first one that I'm going to start with is it's vintage. I found this in a vintage shop and I just love her. And when you see it, you'll know why. Look at this. Look at that. Just beautiful. This bag, I don't even know the brand. It's kind of, but it's very old. You can tell, but in excellent shape. Oh, a car ticket. Last time I used this, I was in Beverly Hills at the Peninsula, and I was in the bathroom, and I set it on the counter, and this lady was like, "Oh my God, your bag!" And I was like, "This bag is probably at least 50 years old, but it's beautiful. Look at that. How elegant. And here's another one. This bag I wore when I went to the Oscars. I went to an Oscar party and I'll put the picture of me holding it. But look at this. Look at the detail. Isn't that pretty? Look at the back. Oh, so pretty. And it even has a little chain. This this bag is just so special. And I always think about like who had this bag before me and what was her story, you know? Because this bag, again, it's vintage and I got it, gosh, about 2004 or so because there was a shop called Designer Renaissance and I used to work in that area in Nashville and I would go and they're no longer here. So if it was vintage then, I know it's like from the 70s or 80s. I don't know. But I will never, never part with it. Gotta have gold. And this gold bag, look at the detail on that. Look. So cute, right? And it's definitely crossbody. Yeah. I'm gonna put photo of me wearing it in a cutaway, but it's so cute. And I wore this, I think I've worn it once in Las Vegas, I think. But you've seen these bags, and like I said, I got this from Amazon. I think I told you that. But it's so roomy. You can put everything in it. I put my phone, all kinds of makeup, and everything. And it looks very similar to something that Bottega Veneta would have. And it feels really good too. But I will not spend that for a little bag. I would spend for a bigger bag from Bottega because I think they make wonderful bags. I have a large Intrecciato bag, but for the little ones, no. And I put them side by side and they're so similar in the pattern. But yeah, for fun nights out, just evening bags, don't spend a ton of money. You're only going to wear these bags every now and again. Don't spend a lot of money. It's not necessary. You don't have to keep up with anything, um, status, whatever. You are the status. So you look for bargains. This is 2025. This is not the time to just waste money on things we're not going to use. And so, no matter your income or your status in life, please do not waste money on things like this. Now, if there's something special, special bags, because I have a couple of very special bags that are in my mental cart that I will be getting. And, you know, it's just a treat for myself. But when it's special like that for you, then by all means. But something like this, I'm going to wear like once a year, if that, because I think the last time I wore this, it was 2024. So I definitely would not spend a lot of money for this, but I'm very happy that I have it because it's so pretty and so fun. Now, this is a fun clutch. It can You can wear it casual or you can dress it up. Little clutches like this, look at that. It's like it has a little organizer built in. It packs a punch. It looks like it wouldn't carry anything because when you're wearing an evening gown or a jazzy jumpsuit or pantsuit, you don't want to have a big bulky purse. This is why I love clutches. But the clutch must do the job. It must work for me, and so that's why I gravitate towards these types of bags. Now this bag, fun, fun, so elegant. I could see Grace Kelly. I could see Kim Novak or someone like that carrying this bag. Audrey Hepburn. Look at that. I mean, it's like so awesome. I call this my mirror bag. When I wear it, and you can wear it like this, but when I carry it like such. And you open it, has a chain with it, plenty of room. The phone's not going to fit in it, but other things, IDs, lipstick. But how cool is this bag? I told you the collection that I'm sharing today, the bags are different, and I really like that. I like things that are different. I got this from that same consignment shop, and it's so well made. Oh, like the metal, it's just so well made. I'm really happy that I find these bags. I haven't gone to consignment shops or vintage shops in quite a while. but I did in the mid 2000s quite a bit, and I found some gems. Now, this bag here, another bag that I got on Amazon. They have the tweed. Chanel has the tweed bags, and I'm not really into it, but I wanted to kind of have the look, right? So when I have black or black and white, I said, let me try these just to see what it would look like. And this bag is it's not that bad. I don't really use it. I mean, I just got it, but it's a good option. I think they have these. I can't remember. I think I got this from Amazon. I don't know. You could probably screenshot it, but you see what I'm saying. You see, I'm there's a theme to this, like lux for less, right? In some of these bags, and get the look without paying. I think Chanel, these tweed bags like this, I think they're like 5 grand. I can't fathom it, no matter how much I love Chanel. But if I'm gonna something like this, if it was a Chanel bag, and this does not say Chanel, if it was a Chanel bag, I honestly would use it like once or twice a year, if that. That's just how I am. So it would make no sense for me to spend that type of money. I have other experiences and fun things and beautiful coats and things like that I would rather spend my money on than a trendy bag that I'm only going to wear once or twice. I don't even think I've worn this anywhere. um, So sometimes, you buy a bag that's inspired by just to see if it fits your life. And this truly doesn't, but it's fun. I like looking at it. It's a nice display in my closet, and I like looking at it. And I'm going to wear you. I'm going to use you at least once just to see how I feel. Okay, there we are. I have one more bag that I want to share with you, and it is so beautiful and so special. And I wore it. I found it in Las Vegas. I had another bag in mind, and I was going to see Mariah Carey. But when I saw this bag, I knew I had to have her. Look at the details. And it has a little teddy bear. It has the little bear and a heart. Steve Madden. This bag is so beautiful, you guys, and it didn't cost a whole lot. It's like around $100. It didn't cost a whole lot. And these stones in here, this bag is not cheap looking. Look, I'm going to have it really up close. It's not. When I wore this bag, people were stopping me. And, where'd you get the bag? Where'd you get the bag? And I was surprised they hadn't seen it because, like I said, it was in the Steve Madden boutique. It's pretty roomy. It's stuffed now. But I remember I put my phone, and I had a little bitty pouch with my IDs and things like that and cards. But it's just what you need for the evening. I think I've shared this bag before. I'm going to use it again, but I am just in love. This is what sold me. Look at that. He is so cute. But yeah, love this bag. And I have one more very special bag to share with you. Here we go. But this next bag is so amazing, you guys. And there's a little backstory with it. It's a beautiful, casual, chic tote bag. And I got it from my cousin when I was in Los Angeles. And she had a black version of the bag, and it had this gold hardware, which I could tell was like gold plated hardware, not gold tone. I was like, I love that bag. Well, she gave me another color. She said, I'm gonna give you this bag. And I was like, no, I can't. but I was excited because I knew where it came from. So let me show you the bag. So it's this, the leather is so soft and it has like the interior. I'm not sure, I'm not even sure. Um, but India, India Hicks. Love the bag. You just carry it like that. Um, Carry it as a tote. I just dump everything in it. So India Hicks. Who is India Hicks? Let me start with how I found out my cousin had affiliation with India Hicks. Now, India Hicks, her father is a legendary designer, David Hicks. And I have known about David Hicks and then his daughter, India Hicks, in like the 90s. I remember reading like Town and Country or something, and I tore the page out. I was at a doctor's office, and I tore the page out, the pages of the article, because I wanted to finish reading her story. So we were in Beverly Hills one night. This was in 2017, and we were walking around. They were having like a Beverly Hills night out. It's kind of like, street party. It's just really fun. So we were walking around, and my cousin, she said, my cousin's name is Audrey, and she said, was talking about her job. And, I knew she had like a really nice, exciting type of job. But then she mentioned her boss and she said India Hicks, just real easy. And I said, wait a minute. I said, wait a minute. India Hicks? Like India Hicks? India Hicks? She was like, you know who she is? I was like, yeah. She said, she's Prince Charles's cousin. I was like, I know she is. And she said she was in Lady Diana's, and I said, wedding when she was a little girl. I knew who she was. Like, I have always loved the Royals. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I was like, look at this. My cousin is working with India Hicks, and she was an executive for India Hicks Lifestyle. So she worked very closely with India. And I was just so excited. And I was just rambling on and on. Like, I cannot believe. And if you ever need a companion to go to the Bahamas with you, someone to just accompany you there, I'll volunteer because India, I think she lives in the Bahamas or has a house there. But India Hicks's mom is Lady Pamela, who was Queen Elizabeth's first cousin. And I'll put photos of all of this here and photos of my cousin and so forth. But it was so neat. So I'm like, oh my goodness. So when she gave me this bag, I was like, India. So what happens is like India would have things and she would give them to Audrey. Do you want this? Like jewelry or whatever. Do you want this? I have it. And she gave me the bag because she knew I was into handbags. And I was like, I love your bag. And the black version of this, you can just tell. I mean, you can imagine how beautiful the black version is with that gold popping off. But I was so excited, and it just like, wow, you know how they say 6 degrees separation? I'm like, I'm just like that close to the royal family. Like, how about that? I know that's like super crazy, but in my mind, it was just exciting and fun. So that's just a fun story about my lovely bag that I wear. And the only thing about this bag is like when you wear it, it's gonna get a little dirty. So I guess I have to figure out how to clean it. But look how roomy it is. And I just love it. Look at that gold. I mean, look at that. This is like 8 years ago. And no tarnish, you know, really cool. Like it just really, just very well made. You could make the strap longer, I suppose. Um, Look at that. Just well made. I mean, I love it, but I wouldn't expect anything less from India Hicks. So that's probably one of my favorite bags that I have in my collection because the story is really neat and it's personal because it involves my cousin who I love so much. So, yeah, there you go. Thank you for joining me today. I really had a good time sharing my bags with you guys. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.